Here it is September, and we've got weeds like it's spring. This is Josie with I am just sitting here in my garage, ready to head out and hit the day. Need to do some weed whipping around the garden today, and I wanted to show you a few things out there. A couple of weeks ago I planted turnips, and they are up and they need to be thinned. And I want to take a look at our tomato plants as well. And I might even get real energetic and plant some fall carrots. So we'll see. Jim's going to be out there mowing today. So I think I'll just spend a few hours in the garden. Anyway, I guess I have goofed off long enough. It's 7 a.m. and time to get started. Here comes my ride. You gonna take me for a ride? Mm-hmm. Well, we've had a bunch of rain recently, and look at the weeds. Oh my gosh. Got my work cut out for me today. The cucumbers are looking pretty good though. Wow, look at the weeds. Green beans are patchy, but holding their own. And I wanted to show you these tomatoes. I know mentioned in other videos about really tending to them this year because of all the rain and the disease and everything. So I have severely pruned them again. Pretty much every week to 10 days I give them a serious haircut. I cut off the disease, I cut off the stuff that's dead, I cut off all the ugly parts and pieces, and right now we've got actually a pretty good batch of tomatoes on. We'll probably be picking in the next day or so. And so our tomatoes are holding their own. Hopefully we can get at least another couple good pickings out of it. And we do have a few blooms on. Oh, I just walked through. I hate walking through spider webs. They creep me out. We got some big spiders out here in the garden. Anyway, we're hoping to get another couple good batches of tomatoes before now I didn't prune these as well. This last row, I'd been out here for about 3 hours the other morning, and I didn't finish this last row. You can see there's a lot of dead stuff in there, but the rest of them are pruned up and trimmed up and all the dead stuff cut off, and they're looking okay. Here you can see the 2 rows of turnips that I planted a couple of weeks ago. They're really coming up and getting big. I need to thin them out. They need to be thinned to 6 to 8 inches spacing. So that's one of the things I'm going to do this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For 7 a.m. it's already in the 70s, but it's so humid and there's no air moving at all. So it'll get hot pretty quick out here. It's supposed to be somewhere in the low to mid 90s today. So the sooner I get started, the sooner I can get done and get on with something else. Here we go. kind of delicate, so sometimes it's easier just to snap the unwanted turnips off at the base rather than try to pull them out and disturb the roots of the ones you want to save. So anyway, just take your time when you're thinning, and hopefully you're not going to mess up the ones that are left behind. You know, thinning is an important aspect of gardening, and as hard as it is to throw away good, healthy plants, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. That doesn't look too bad. I'll probably come back in a couple days and do it again, and hopefully we'll get those weeds under control. Okay, on to some more hoeing. Last row of tomatoes, and then I got to do something about those cucumbers. Here it is September, and we've got weeds like it's spring. Jim's taking pity on me, so he's going to do the weed whipping around the garden. Yay! I think I'm too hot. Okay, I've got some Liberty Garden carrots here that I'm going to plant. It says they need to be about a ½ inch deep, space them about 1 inch apart, and they germinate in 10 days to 2 weeks. And hopefully in 75 days, we're going to have some carrots. I don't know how well they'll do down here, but I've got this pack that I want to get used up, so I'm going to give it a try. that's done. It's getting really hot out, and it's still fairly early, but there's no air moving and it's super humid. So I'm going to show you the garden now that the weeds are under control, and then maybe we'll walk over and take a look at those apples I haven't picked yet. Okay, well, the cucumbers look better. Better than they did. They were really, really weedy. And here, obviously, is my row of carrots that I just planted. The beans need weeded, but I usually do that when I'm actually sitting there picking them. As long as I'm down on the ground rolling around, I might as well do it then. Tomato rows look better. Got the weeds up. We've got quite a few to pick. Probably in another day or two. Hopefully we'll get a decent sized batch out of this. And I do need to get back out here and do the trimming on this last row here, because there's still a lot of dead and diseased stuff that I want to get rid of. It's supposed to be hot all week here, around 90, so we may not be getting any new tomato blooms until it cools off a little bit. But if I can keep them alive, I'm gonna. Alright, and there are the turnips that I planted a couple weeks ago. They look pretty good. Now it's off to the apple trees. So you can see our apple trees, and I gotta tell you, they're really bent over and messed up. We've had some terrible storms come through here this year and broke off a lot of limbs on our apple trees. So Jim is going to have his hands full this winter trying to shape them and prune them and get them back into some sort of decent shape. But the apples look great, so we're excited about that. Okay folks, that's it for today. Gonna head inside and probably process some more fruits and vegetables that we got in the kitchen. And anyway, I hope you like this video. Please be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, ring that bell, and we'll catch you later.